the hardest thing is going to be to get the dog to pick up the object. It is. Like you'll have it, and if you just put it on the ground, they're not going to pick it up even though that they're holding it. So you have to have the object at this level, and then bring it down to this level, and then this level. And as soon as you are pulling your hand away, like if you just put it down, like they'll pick it up with your hand down there, right? They will pick it up. If you try and do it with your hand away, then they don't pick it up again. So you have to like have your hand like this, and then it's just down there and you're not touching it, and then you're a little bit farther away, a little bit farther away, and then they're doing it. So now Pharaoh's to the point where he'll pick up the object if my hand is down there or barely touching it. This is big. This is success, and we build upon this. So like you go like this, you go like hold, good boy, drop, no, drop, and you go lower, hold, right, drop, no, drop, no, drop, and then you go down like this, hold, sit, drop. That doesn't seem like a big deal, right? It is a huge deal. It is. This has been a lot of hard work for him to do this, and me, man. Well, you know, it's been hard work for both of us. But now that he's doing this, like he will pick the object up, we build on success. We get him to do it more and more and get more comfortable doing it, and we're going to be good to go. Look at any of the videos that I train the dog to do this. In the beginning, their body language, they're not really into it, and you can see that with him, getting him to, you know, just walk with the object in his mouth. At first it was like, you know, these real slow, careful steps, and a lot of times they'll just drop it. The body language changes. He's figuring it out now, and he's gonna see that like doing a retrieve is awesome. Let's do it one more time. So keep that in mind, that like here, up, whoa. So you get them to do it here, like right in front of their face, then a little bit lower, then a little bit lower, and then finally you're on the ground. And then you start pulling your hand away. So let's do it. Okay, hold. Good. Okay, drop. No, drop. Okay, hold. Hold. Hold it good, dude. Hold. Okay, drop. No, drop. Okay, hold. Hold. Good. Sit. Drop. Good. It's good. It's a good job. I have these with me because we do want him to be able to deal with reading glasses. So occasionally I'll just put those in his mouth, tell him what a good boy he is. You are a good boy, dude. It's very cute. Your mommy's very lucky. You're awesome, dude. You really are. Okay, drop. No, drop. You're good. That's good. You're a good boy. This is 2 sessions later, and what we're going to do is we're still working on him picking up the object. We moved places. I'm doing it over by my barn now because that'll cause problems doing it in a different place. You'll see that. Like at times, I'll stay in one area until the dog starts picking it up, and then I'll start moving the dog because I know it's going to cause problems for the dog. I'll get refusals, but we'll work the dog through this so the dog knows it doesn't matter where we are, you still need to be compliant. Like you train the dog in one area. Like if you're working heel and everything, you work it in one area, like 10 or 15 feet working heel. But then you might still train the dog in 10 or 15 foot area, but do it someplace else. You see what I'm saying? So we're at this point where he's starting to pick the object up, and I do want to make it more difficult for him, but I want him to do, you know, we need this repetition for him to learn. So now I want him to pick it up, and I just want him to go over there and sit down. So he's picking it up, and then he's going to spin into a sit position and hold it and release it to my hand. So let's see how he does it. Listen, if I get some refusals, it's fine. This is early in him picking it up off the ground. And he's really doing a great job. This is hard for a dog to learn. It's the toughest thing you're gonna do is teach the dog to pick an object up. Here, whoa. So we'll go over the basics real quick. Okay, hold. Okay, drop. Good, good boy, hold. Good, drop. No, drop. Hold, hold, you got it. Sit. Good, drop. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. He's a good boy. He really is. He's a very good boy. Here, come here. Pharaoh, heel. Come on, buddy, heel. Notice I have a leash on him. We wouldn't be getting anywhere if there wasn't a leash on him. The leash means control to the dog. Whatever you're doing, if you're training your dog and you do not have a leash on him, you're a fool. Okay, so we'll go over the basics again. Okay, hold. Good boy. Drop. No, drop. Hold. Okay, drop. Okay, hold. No. Hold. No. See, you screwed up. No big deal. Come back to heel. Heel. Come here. Okay, sit. Okay, we'll do it again. Hold. Okay. Drop. Whoa. Whoa. Hold. Sit. Good. Drop. That's good. Do it one more time. Come on, buddy. And then we'll go do something. Here, heel. Good. Okay, whoa. Good, whoa. Good boy, whoa. Hold. Okay, drop. Okay, hold. Good. Sit. You're freaking awesome. Drop. What a good boy. Take your time with this. The dog's not going to start doing it right off the bat, okay? Take your time. You're going to be spending 3 weeks or a month on this. Sometimes, like with him, just a little bit longer. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take patience on your part, because if you're dealing with a guy like this, who's you know, he has this thing that, like, if you tell him to do something, he's like the extreme of like a lot of dogs, like of all dogs, meaning they're all hardwired to tell you to fuck off. Like, how can the weird looking dog be in charge? That's how they see us, as like another dog. But it's very flattering, but they must start seeing it, that the weird looking dogs, they're in charge. Do what I'm told. This dog didn't sit down until it, you know, it didn't know sit until it came here. It was at some dog whisperer guy's house for 30 days and he couldn't get the dog to sit, you know. The woman's without her dog for 30 days. She expects the dog to be coming back and her be able to go on the street and tell the dog to sit, and it won't. You know, what kind of BS is that? Yes, he is hardwired to be like this. That's true. But if you have a dog like this, it's hardwired to do this, to sort of like dominant, no, I'm not going to do it. And you let them get away with, oh, he won't sit. Do you understand? It makes the dog a mess. It manifests itself in other areas, like he was leash reactive to dogs. Generally, just the dog doesn't think, but it's responding like it's in charge of everything, because nobody's really telling it to do anything, and it's responding appropriately. It's a lot of muscle memory. If you're going to have your dog trained, make sure and ask whoever is the dog trainer, say, what is my dog going to learn while it's on the board and train? And they should say, you know, the basic commands, whatever the basic commands is to the dog trainer. But it's, come on, sit. Sit's the most basic command there is. It's absurd. And if your dog is going somewhere for 30 days, the dog should be taught sit down, whoa, here, heel, and kennel. It's 30 days long. It's 30 days long. If you're a dog whisperer person and you see this, and this guy that had Pharaoh before this, and you're trying to sell this bullshit that, oh, your dog stays with me and it's gonna be more confident, you're full of fucking shit. Oh, it's gonna be more confident, but it's not gonna respond to any command. It's appalling that you would say that you're selling dog training as a service, yet you You couldn't even get the little 9-pound dog to sit for you. Yes, he's resistant, I get it. It took a couple days, okay? It took a couple days to get him to sit. You don't want to work? You know, I love dogs, but there's a time and a place for, you know, cuddling with the dog or whatever. Like if the dog's training, it's training. Training is not, this is what really irritates me. I'm not gonna say this guy's name, but he sent a picture to the owner of the dog sleeping in his bed. The dog's on a board and train, and they're allowing it to sleep in the bed, and they're sending this picture to the owner as if the owner's gonna like that. The owner's not stupid. That's why she contacted me. Doesn't that just send the bells and what, you know, it's like this hair would stand up on the back of my neck if I saw that I sent my dog to do a board and train, and this idiot's idea of a board and train was to let Pharaoh down. Let Pharaoh sleep in the bed with him and his girlfriend. That's absurd. It's absurd. Be careful of these people that claim that they're dog trainers, and they're not. Be careful of the positive reinforcement dog trainers. That's bullshit. That food training. They're telling you to train your dog with a hot dog. Hot dogs aren't healthy for a human. Why would it be healthy for your dog? It's absurd. Be careful of the dog whisperers too. And if you're using somebody that's a balanced trainer, you know, ask them, like, are you going to use food? Well, are you going to stop using food at a point? I know somebody that was upstate, some friends of mine, and they found this guy that was by them, and the dog went for like a 2-day thing or something. This was years ago. Not a 2-day thing, a 2-week thing. And the guy used food, and during the lessons, he used food. And then they said, well, you know, are we supposed to keep training the dog with food? And the guy said, well, no, we'll teach you how to get the dog off of food. But he never did. He never did. They said it was bullshit. The guy wanted to do the lessons just sitting around talking. Yeah, sure, there's an aspect of talking if you're talking about dog training and shit, or you're having a conversation with a human being. You know, you might talk about something unrelated to dog training. I do it. It's true. But also, you're there to teach the human being, and if you used food to train the dog, well, it's a 2-week, you know, you had the dog for 2 weeks, and at the end of 2 weeks, you're still using food with the dog? If a dog trainer wanted to use food to just shape a behavior, and then the dog's functioning, and then stopped using the food, I wouldn't have so much of a problem with it. But that's not what fucking happens. It's bullshit. It's not necessary anyway. This dog, I think that a food trainer tried to train this dog. This dog is not motivated by food. He would be now with raw diet. He loves raw diet. He's like a little monster. Pharaoh, here, heel. Come on, buddy. No, spin around. Sit. You're doing awesome, man. You are doing good, dude. King Pharaoh. You look a little bit like King Tut. Hold. Drop. Hold. No. No. Pharaoh, hold. Good. There you go. Good boy. Let's try it again. Drop. No, drop. Pharaoh, hold. Okay. Sit. There you go. You did it. Drop. That's good. Know that they try and resort back to their old ways. That's what training's about. Be repetition. Stay on target. Make sure that the dog is compliant, and they'll stop doing it. They must see that you're not going to let them get away with it. This guy, he's adorable. There's that aspect too. Like, he got away with a lot of shit because of the way that he looks. Look at him. He's absurd. It's absurd. It's as absurd as Luna. You know? Both these dogs are so cute. All dogs, like, that's this aspect of, like, the human being has trouble controlling their emotions. They get like this oxytocin surge looking at cuteness, and then they have trouble like disciplining the dog, making the dog do it right. Oh, he don't want to do that. Well, if you had a child, would you just let them do whatever? No. Well, some people do. I wouldn't. I would have been a fucking great dad. I would have. I am a father. I have Solarton, my pigeon baby. That's right, my pigeon. I held the egg, not as long as Remy sat on it, but I held it daily, which is a lot more than most guys that have kids do, and that's the truth. You get the old lady pregnant, that's when the job's done. You might run to the store to get ice cream or something for her, but, you know, most guys don't even change diapers and shit. Right, Pharaoh? Pharaoh's got some ladies back in Brooklyn, he tells me. He's very, very popular with the ladies because they know he's macho. He's a very manly guy. He doesn't take no shit. Hold. Drop. Hold. Drop. No? Okay, hold. You're a good boy. Drop. He's getting it. I'm going to give him a break. Good job, man. You're a good boy, dude. You are. I like this guy's energy level, too. He's sort of, he can be real mellow. He can also be a terror. I saw it in Brooklyn. I saw him, like, you know, he wanted to tear the shit out of a fucking pit bull. It's crazy. He's like, you know, he's leaving both my neighbor's dogs alone. It's real good. He's doing great. That's Pharaoh sitting on a plate. Look at how cute he looks. You're cute, dude. Sit. So I'm taking a little bit of break because the last 2 days we've been working with this, and he's been working real hard. So, and this morning, he's to the point where he's picked it up off the ground if my hand is real close to the object. It's tough stuff, man. This is the hardest thing for the dog to do when you're training them to do this, is to get the dog to start picking the object up off the ground. And, you know, everything we've been doing with him is a build up to this, and now he's doing it. But I don't want to bum him out. We want him to like retrieving. So I'm giving him a little bit of break, and I'm just training him. We're working on spinning into heel in this session, and I also taught him to do it on this plate. And I did that because, one, he didn't want to do it. And this is a dog that is very adamant about, I'm not doing it your way, I'm doing it my way. They couldn't get him, you know, it's a 4-year-old dog that was not sitting. And when I came in, it took a couple days to get him to start sitting and stuff. And there's that persistence with Pharaoh, getting him to pick this up off the ground and hold it, all of it. It's all been a lot of work and backtracking a lot with Pharaoh. You know, we weren't just having him hold a stick, and then now it was a dumbbell. And to get him to, you know, hold the, as soon as I start, you know, having him hold the dumbbell, he was dropping it instantly. That's how they do it. That's how dogs do it. But he's a little bit more persistent than others about, like, I'm not doing it your way. I'm doing it my way. So we had to get him to accept this and hold it. And then I had to get him to start taking it close to his mouth, and then you start moving it down. So it's been a lot of work. The guy's been working his ass off. So we need to work on spin into heel. Now, he can do it from a distance, but we also go back and work everything at a short distance too. That helps. Don't be like, oh, the dog can do it, you know, oh, look, the dog does a 100-yard retrieve, so I'm never going to do another 10-yard retrieve. See what I'm saying? You go back. You keep backtracking. You go a little bit forward, you go back, and that's what we're doing with Pharaoh, with the plate. And I knew that he wouldn't want to sit on the plate, and that's why I used it. I have plates out here that I'll use with these small dogs, and I knew he wouldn't do it. So anything that I'm doing with this dog that causes the dog to start his dominant bullshit, and I can get the dog to be compliant, is helpful for the dog. This is absolutely helpful. Now, he's on the mini educator, and he's on 1, which is the lowest setting. You know, it helps. If he's being non-compliant, I can hit the nick button by saying no, and he becomes compliant. This, by the way, is a dog that the vibration button, I don't really use vibration with him because it, you know, it sort of overstimulates him. It excites him. Some dogs are like that. That's why the stimulation thing, like a lot of owners are like, no, let's just use the vibration. No, absolutely not. Some dogs, the stimulation is better, and it's lower than a human can feel it. It's on its lowest level. We're just indicating a negative with it, and that's what you want to do. But the stimulation doesn't cause excitement. The vibration does. All dogs are different. So we'll put this away for the session and give him a break. You have been working hard, Pharaoh. You're a little man. You're a little baby man, dude. He is. He's the original baby man. Well, Charlie the English Cocker Spaniel might be the original baby man. Or Mango, you know. There are a few baby men before Pharaoh, right? You're a good boy. He is a good boy. He's been working his ass off. You know, I came home from, we got Luna here. We're gonna have a video coming up with Luna. I went and got Luna, right? And I came home, I started working with him right away, and Luna. And we worked late last night. I was working with him, getting him, you know, we were close. He was close. He'd sort of done it, you know, kind of gone down and got it a couple times. I'm like, you gotta pick this up, dude. You know, and then finally he did it yesterday. So once they start picking it up, just keep doing it over and over again. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. In other words, I'll have him get it at this level, then I'll have him get it at this level, and then the ground. And then I'll go back and I'll have him get it at this level, I'll have him get it at this level, and then I'll have him get it from the ground. And I'll keep doing this. We'll be doing this for some days now. But now he is doing it, and that's what we need. So with this, it's real simple. It's just like if he was at a distance. You know, I was calling him to heel from 50 feet away. Now I'm changing up, and I'm only a foot and a half away. Sit. No, sit, dude. Sit. Heel. Sit. Now he's a little bit fast. He was moving before I told him to. That's not acceptable. Don't let your dog do that. So I'm going to watch him this time. Heel. Sit. No, sit. No. Sit. No. 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 Heel. Oh, get up there, dude. Sit. Now, did you notice I was saying no, no, because I know what's going through his mind. I know that he wants to cheat and just do it without me giving the command. That's unacceptable. So I'm saying no, because I know what he's going to do. I know what he's going to do. Here. Sit. Oh, that was nice, dude. That was very nice. Sit. No, sit. Sit. No. 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 Okay, heel. Sit. It's a good boy. That's good, Pharaoh. Heel. Sit. That's nice. Sit. Good boy. Sit. No. Sit. No. Sit. Stop. No. Sit. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. See, he's not trying to move when he's on the plate. He's trying to move from here to get on the plate. I don't know if the video is picking it up, but he really is. He's like this second to just like hauling ass into the plate without me giving the command. Don't let your dog do that. That's cheating. Dogs will cheat. Going up steps, like as soon as they're at heel and then they get to the top of the steps, they cheat the last two steps. Don't let them do that. Sit. No, sit. Heel. Come on, buddy, heel. Go straight, though. Okay, sit. No, sit. No. No. Sit. Here? No, up here. Come on, heel. Sit. Good boy. That was good. Good boy. Good boy. That was awesome. So I waited until he did it the proper way, which was the last one, and I moved him off the position and swung him back around and had him sit. And I would have kept, you know, he was so close, it's like I would have kept doing it until he did it right, but he did do it right, so we're gonna end on success. We'll end on the high note. We'll practice this, like maybe we'll come out this afternoon, we'll do this some more, because he was trying to move. And this is important because when he starts picking it up off the ground, when I command him, he needs to spin into heel and hold it and release it to my hand. So I want him to spin into heel real good. He needs to be compliant, and he wasn't compliant, you know, for 4 years of his life. He just did whatever. And it didn't help him. Did it? He got, you know, he came from the New York City Pound. You know, he was brought back, I believe, at 2 years of age. And then he got adopted by his mommy, who's awesome and gets it. She gets it. You know, there's no reason why he can't sit and be compliant. So we do remedial work with the dog, and, you know, just don't go too fast. If your dog isn't responding the way that you want, you might be going too fast. Backtrack. Go over everything. Go over the basics over and over and over again.